guys, welcome to Flory Models. Here we are on Friday the 22nd of July. Busy old week this week and it's absolutely flown by. I know it's been hot and bothered and everything else, but yeah, one of those weeks. Right, okay, couple of things. First off, probably not going to have time to do a review because they haven't turned up. What I'm going to do is like a mini review. We got the G5 109 and a couple of bits for it, so I'm going to look at that one, the Edard one, and that'll be up with you later. Out there, you can see what I was doing last night. If I can zoom this, will it zoom at the same time? There we go. That is all the US, Canada, South America, and the European medals all set to go out just like that. So they're all ready to go. So to be honest, that was quite a good run yesterday on those. I've still got to do the UK ones, and to be honest, I'm going to do those over the weekend if I get a chance, and they will go out on Monday. So everybody's medal and all your bits and pieces will go out. Now, as you can see down here, we've been making actually really good progress. I sit down on this guy. Now this, I know it's a terrible mess around here. Apologies, everybody. Okay, but this here is obviously our 190. And as you notice, we have the wing section mounted underneath the bottom now, so that's looking really nice. Wheel well's looking good. We can see we've got the photo etch area for those the flap unit down in there, which is looking gorgeous. What I did last night was just to have a play, because I wanted to see how well this was going to go on. And this is obviously the wing section into here. Now, when you do it normally, the bottom piece actually is a pretty good fit. All right, we're going to need a little bit of filler just down in here, along this area here. But generally, as you can see, the rest of it is pretty good with no problem at all. What I was impressed with, though, that this wing literally just dropped straight on the top. I came along last night and I thought, oh, we'll just do a bit of a wing fit here. Okay, so I dropped the wing on. It dropped in with no problems. This is it, just literally put on, and then it was glued. I didn't even have to peg it, pull it, and all the rest of it. And actually, up here, it looks like perhaps you've got a little bit of a seam or something going on. That is absolutely scratch perfect, as in there is no dent even in there, and all the way back. Bearing in mind, we have got the flap unit on the back, which I thought would put stresses and strains on this area down here and all the rest of it. It has gone in absolutely perfect, so I'm really happy of how that goes in. And again, it's kudos to the kit. I know a lot of people have said, oh, you know, it's quite a basic kit and all the rest of it, but this is what we were saying. It is one of those kits which is lending itself beautifully to having all this aftermarket gear put in, purely because it's all fitting in there. And apart from we had a slight little bit of trouble with that instrument panel, which we thinned and has now made a perfect join, the rest of it is all just dropping into position really nicely as it all goes in. So what I'm going to do now is basically set up the cameras, and we're going to come in then, and obviously we'll do the filming of doing this side. We're going to talk about obviously doing up here, because I've used our homebrew styrene filler mix, this guy down in here, to actually, you might see it looking quite shiny, is to actually weld over the rivet lines that we have made. We're going to sand this area back all down in here, and then we're going to re-rivet so we've got it perfect, because we have got a slight trouble, and this is where you go freehand. Hopefully the camera will get this if I just try and get it to go. But you might notice my rivets didn't line up, so that's one of the things where it's not together. So that's why we've glued with the weld action to fill in those, so when it sands they'll be gone, and then we can take it right the way across with a ruler and give us perfect rivet lines, which are going to join all that up. Absolutely fantastic. But you can see this is coming together exceptionally well. Really happy of how this is going. No problems with it at all. I'm really thinking by early next week I should have it all together, and then what we're going to do is obviously going to go around, reprime it, and then we're going to be going into the paint stage straight away. But generally, you think engine goes on, we've got the various bits and pieces going on with that, it's actually going to come together really well very quickly. So yeah, enjoying that one. So that's the plan with that one, to say going to do a review, get those bits done. As you can see in here, it is a little bit of a tip. I've got to clear this out. Bearing in mind, I've got some of the guys are actually kipping in here from when we got the barbecue on. I am going to have to make a little bit of room all round here, because I've got piles of stuff. You know, you might notice I did a film the other day. I showed it of how tidy this was. This is what it normally looks like. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to push on, going to get those done. I'm going to get going with that one. As I say, got to do a bit of editing for it, to be honest, because I haven't done any of the editing for this stage since we started putting it together. So I'm going to get that done. Okay, and as soon as we've got that out of the way, then obviously that'll be up with you on Monday. So there we go, time to get on. Okay, so you can see good progress today, really pushed on, and to be honest, this little guy down here, you're going to see a lot more of this next week. We've been using the HEW lifted, I don't know what you'd call it, surface texture set. To be honest, it's a bit like peeling skin when you're burnt. That's the only way I can describe it. Hit or miss, I don't know. The actual overall effect I really like, don't get me wrong. But the actual, the way it works, the way it goes down, it's very long, extremely laborious. I'm wondering if it'd be almost better as if this was like a vinyl printed something that just stuck straight down in one, instead of messing around with it. If it was a die cut vinyl that you actually put on that stayed on, then you could seal it in place. I think that'd be so much easier than messing around with this, because to be honest, it's extremely fragile. You've only got to rub it, look at it the wrong way, and it breaks, it tears. It's really hard to get the backing peeling off correctly without taking edges with it, you know, and everything else like that. So I'm not too sure. The jury is out if I like this stuff at the moment, but this thing where it says about 2 hours and you can take it off. Just trying to find what we got. This is the one here. The instructions clearly say wait 2 hours and peel away. Rubbish. I left it on for 6 hours and they're still soft. What I recommend highly is leaving 24 hours, 48 if you can, then peel it off, because in that way the decal, which is what it technically is, a thick decal underneath, will be really adhered to your surface, and then the film can just peel off and away you go. But it's quite satisfying peeling this stuff off. Anyway, there's going to be loads about this to say. I've done it all, recorded it, and all the bits and pieces. It's coming together, as you can see, really, really quickly now. I fixed the engine mounting problems. We did a test fit of that as well. Fits beautifully. So literally now we've got the wing sections on, we've got the ailerons on, we can get the tail planes in, the rudder in, and everything else, because to be honest, they're set in here waiting for this stuff to dry as well. Okay, and then once that's done, we can get it all together, somewhat half, make sure it all fits, do a little bit of test fitting. We're happy with that, can go back into primer, and then we're into paint, okay, and pushing through. But so I've got a few ideas. I might deviate from my original plan for the paint on that, because I'm quite liking this riveting detail showing through with a lighter colour, shall we say. Anyway, two things are up for you today as in reviews. First of all, we got this one, which is the Verben mask sets. Speaking of all things sticky, these are great. Okay, literally, if you want to make an idiot-proof way of doing your models, this is definitely for you. It's a new company, first time we've seen them. They sent me this, to be honest, months ago, but only got around to doing it now. But basically, they are self-adhesive masking tape, same as the Tamiya masking tape, that actually has been die cut and just sticks down for doing your camo. Now, at the moment, they've only got the Hawker Hurricane B scheme and A scheme for these are the early colours, if you like, from the Battle of Britain. All right, but again, very easy to use. Stick them down, spray it, and away you go. And as I explain in there, I'm not really worried about feathered edges when you're talking in this scale. You know, when you're talking 72nd and 48th, I don't think it's a major concern. As soon as you move up 32nd, 24th, then I think you need a bit of feathered edging in there. But as we said, if about sanding your paintwork back, works an absolute treat. But anyway, the full review is up on the site now to watch that one. We've also got down here the actual Brazin set for the nose cone, which for you guys that have already watched my one about doing this, working on the Focke-Wulf, we've used the 132nd version for this one that we're doing on at the moment. This is the 48th one for the 109. Again, I think it's well worth the upgrade. There's some real nice details, especially, like I say, if you've got the engine, then you've got to get this as well, because it really lends it right the way through. And as I said, I am going to be doing either a G5 or a G6 with all of these goodies in, like we've done to this guy later on in the year. Okay, so we're going to do a 48th version of what we've done here with all the Brazin bits. So it's going to have the radio stack, it's going to have the gear, the cockpit, the gun deck, the actual, obviously the engine and the spinner, hence whilst I've been getting them in over time as we make our way through. So lots to see and do with that one coming up as well. Anyway, today I was down the post office. Yeah, I got major tutted at when you turn out with bags full. So now your medals are out to everywhere in the Americas, all the South America, Central America, you know, United States and Canada. They all went out absolutely today. So did a few other weird and wacky places as well around Europe, which isn't just standard Central Europe. So those have gone out as well. And then obviously what will happen is on Monday, I'm going to do the rest of Europe. And then obviously we're talking France, Germany, Spain, Portugal, those ones will go out on Monday. And then I'll do the UK ones as well on Monday as well. So that will get everybody done. I've still got quite a few medals to go through and bag up, which I'll obviously do over the weekend as we make our way through. Anyway, being Friday, it's time to have a look in the forum. Hello and welcome to Flory Models Forum. Quite a bit has been going on obviously this week as we make our way through. First of all, Flo. I don't think we've got any pictorial updates from Flo at the moment. I'm guessing she's left Lou and she's on her way to, she has arrived in Pennsylvania, absolutely, so she is there and down, just we haven't had any pictures. So she's currently with Darren. Hopefully Darren will sort her out and make sure she's all okay, and we'll get some photos up on that one, but apologies for that. I thought actually we'd seen some bits and pieces. Okay, so going on in the forum, obviously some of your great work that's been going on at the moment. Just to remember, with all the group builds, various things going on at the moment, obviously we've got the big in Japan one, which is our main one at the moment. We've got 114 entries into that one. Some absolutely stunning and great builds going on in here. Let's just have a quick look to see what we have got going in here. We've got the Valkyrie, which for those of you who don't know is these guys. It's like a hybrid F14 being built at the moment. So Sean's doing that one. As you can see, it's a lovely kit. Do you know what? This is one of those kits I've never owned, but I would love to do it. It definitely takes my eye because it's like a futuristic F14. But as you can see, he's done some great work on this one, putting it together. These kits can be a little bit troublesome purely because they are supposed to be half robot, half plane. So they do have slightly movable parts and various bits and pieces in them. So they can cause a little bit of trouble. Just all the guys discussing it. Get an update. Here we go. Some more weights, some more bits and pieces going in there. But we've got a great little build going on the go there. Nice clean photos as well, which is what we love to see. Again, going through in there just like that. Fantastic. There we go. So you say standing, half and half, or as a jet. But you say it's obviously taken from some type of F14 going down in there like that. But you can see some great work going on with that one. Beautiful. It's good looking aircraft. I must admit, I do like the look of that. Okay, so what else have we got going in there? Let me just flick back and through. Let's pick up another one. So we got a 148 sail KI-61. Okay, something a little bit classic aircraft. Nice to see it's not all just the modern stuff. Okay, actually it's still a very nice kit and holds itself very, very well. And as you can see, another great photo build right the way through on this one. Lovely details and weathering. As you can see, nice clean photos again, absolutely fantastic. Just pushing through on this. So David's doing a great job on that one. Nice work with the belts as well. As you can see, right the way through. Oh look, blue cams. Okay. Now he's just posing now with the family. Right, okay, so there we go. Coming together, looking really, really nicely. Gonna have no problems down in there. Anybody else seeing the resemblance there to a certain German aircraft? Beautifully done. Nice work all the way through there, and with the squiggle camo going on, give it the nice distressed look. As you can see, some nice work going on with that one. Congratulations. Just flick through a few more. Yeah, looking the part. Definitely 109-ish though, isn't it? Okay, nice work on the red tail. Another small update anymore. There we go, another update. Very nicely done, David, on that. Nice marking with the tail as well. So great job on that one. And let's just grab. Okay, let's grab something else. What do we got? I'm just looking for something. How about an airliner? Something a little bit different. As I said, this is the great thing about this actual group build. Anything sort of goes with this one. So as you say, this is the Fuji Dreams airliner, so obviously it counts right the way through. So it's nice to see we've got absolutely everything going through this. And all the different colour schemes in there. Fantastic work, nicely done. Nice way of weighting it as well, using the nuts on there like that. Again, some great work going through. Gonna look nice. Be a lovely kit, that one, when it's done. So great work there. But as you can probably see by scrolling through here, you can see the differences. We've got everything from armour, modern, obviously Second World War,
sci-fi, lots of sci-fi. We've got ships, we've got heavy cruisers down here, we've got everything, P3 Orions, you name it, we've got it. It is actually one of our best group builds that we've had going for a while. Because it's so diverse. Don't get me wrong, all the group builds are fantastic. What I love is the diversity, that it's not just following along one thing. So you've got that thing, if you're into your World War II, no problem at all. If you're into your civilian stuff, no problem at all. And that's what makes for a great group build. But hopefully you can see some great diversity down in there like that. Anyway, we have got other things on the go as well. We just shoot down. We've got Big in Japan. We've got the heavy metal group build going on at the moment. We've got 58 entries going down in here. Okay, so we just find something that's a little bit further along. So we've got John has been working on the Challenger. So there we go. It's the Challenger 2, the Tamiya kit, the desertized one, because it's got the longer skirts and the various cooling elements. Okay, as you can see, wheels. Don't we just love wheels? Okay, you can see some nice, good, clean photos, what we were saying. Absolutely love it. I'm just going to skip forward a little bit just because time constraints. So sorry about that, John. Very nice to see you got the aftermarket tracks going to be going in there as well. And they do look absolutely fantastic. Beautiful work on that one. Some very nice. Trouble is that once it's all on, you can't see anything at all. Okay, but again, beautiful, nice, clean photos. We just jump up a little bit further. As you can see, we've got the texture all going on that one. It's doing an absolutely stunning job, coming together. Very, very nice. Oh, cake. Who doesn't like cake? Ah, woman after my own heart. Right. That's not a hint to get cake, by the way, before everyone sends it to me. Please do. Right. Okay. No, don't. I'm on a diet. Still trying to lose weight. Okay. So, last one. Any more? There we go. Oh look, and it wasn't put out because it's got the wash on it before everyone starts thinking it's a fix. Looking very, very nice. Great job on that one. Fantastic. Really, really nice. Nice little end picture as well. Fantastic. So well done on that one, John. That's an absolutely fantastic build. Remember, you can join the group build at any point whatsoever. You don't have to join at the beginning. You can join literally at any point. I always get people ask me, when can I join? You can join the group builds anywhere you like, no problem at all. Just down to the live shows. Don't forget, guys, if you just want to watch this live stream and if you get a heads up that we're going to be doing something, just click in here. This will bring you up to our page, and if you click on that, unless I've got this wrong, it's over offline, but when we're online, it appears in there, and that's all our live streaming vlogs are listed down here. So if you ever want to have a look at one of the ones you may have missed, they are just down in there like that. Okay, and then down in here we've got the Tuesday questions. Steve's already put them up. Fantastic job he's done there. The Saturday questions, which is obviously the Bills along with the Dolphins. Next Saturday obviously is our barbecue weekend, so we're just going to do a couple of hours on Saturday morning with you guys, obviously before the barbecue live. So we'll probably run to around about 11 in the morning, 9 to 11, something else like that, just before the guys get here for the barbecue. Okay, so you can pop that down there. And then the monthly one, which obviously we've had this month, so technically that'll be the first Tuesday of the month next month. That'll be in there as well. Okay, so if you want to see any of those bits and pieces, that's just down in there. Anyway, so that's it. Back to the studio.
So it's great to see you all working the forum with work in progresses and the group builds and the SIGs and everything else like that, and obviously Flow on the go as well. So that's about it for this week. Next week's going to be a bit funny because obviously we're running up to the barbecue, and it is a barbecue again for the Flory Models meet. We've had to close it now, so I'm sorry if your name isn't down and we didn't know you're going, you can't come now. Tough, because we've actually got mid-30s coming now, so that's about our limit of what I think we're going to be able to fit in here as it is. So I'm sorry if you haven't come, but obviously what we're planning on doing is museum visits and base visits obviously later on in the year. So if there's one near you, we'd love to see you for a weekend. So that's the plan anyway. We're going to get out and about, so the Flory guys will turn up and we can all get together and go around a museum or base tours and various things like that, because we've got two in the wings which we're planning on at the moment. Okay, one up north and one down south, so hopefully we'll see you with those. So anyway, that's it from me. As I said, next week's going to be a little bit all over the place, excuse me, but obviously I've got to get things ready for the barbecue and the bits and pieces. But definitely part one, obviously we'll be covering the major construction, as you can see, working on the Focke-Wulf, as you can see it here. I intend to get it all together, and if not into primer, by obviously the end of next week. And I might even get a day started on the tank as well, because I really want to get going on the Chieftain. So there we go. That's enough from me this week. I'm going to catch you all next week. So until next week, everybody, happy modelling and take care. And I'm going to leave you with your great work.
shoulder. Familiar faces prolong the embraces. We were always one for the breakaway, but we're nearing chances to wake the day.